Hello, hello, it's Maria. I'm a reporter here with WDW Magazine, here to take you on another magical escape. I am here today in front of the brand new Wish Topiary because it is opening day of the 2024 Flower and Garden Festival. I am so excited to be here. This is my favorite EPCOT festival of the year. We're going to check out some of the new foods, the new topiaries, and give an overview of what this fantastic festival is all about. So without further ado, let's go. We are here at Butterfly Landing. Thank you so much to Walt Disney World for inviting us out. We are actually getting to preview the Butterfly Landing before it opens for guests here today. And look, we already got some butterflies flying around. Butterfly Landing is a beautiful and honestly extremely serene place to visit during your Flower and Garden Festival day. They have a water feature that creates a really calming sound. Beautiful, beautiful flowers all through here. Tons of butterflies flying around already, and I love that they still have some butterflies in the chrysalises here. And look, this one right up here is moving around a little bit. The butterflies are trying to hatch out, and if you visit several times throughout the course of the festival, you'll notice that the butterflies really do come out of the chrysalises and hatch here in Butterfly Landing. So I think it is a great way to relax during your festival day and to really take some time and appreciate nature. I absolutely love it in here. Like I said, it's so calming. Do not worry, the incredible Encanto topiaries that were at the entrance of EPCOT last year are back. This year, they are right at the entrance to World Showcase, and this is a phenomenal spot for them. You can't miss them when you're entering World Showcase. This right here, the flower bank paired with the floating gardens, is such a gorgeous upgrade that EPCOT receives during this festival, and the colors continue to pop and bloom as the festival goes on and on and on. Just look at that. You can see it here on Goofy, but if I zoom in a little bit, you can actually see his chin area dripping. That is because every one of these topiaries has an internal watering system, so you'll never really see the cast members or the horticulture team going around and watering these topiaries. They're actually watered from the inside to keep them looking fresh all festival long.
Yes,
we have these friends from Alice in Wonderland out here visiting us in the UK. Yes. They are excited for today's festival. Look at the outfits.
Right, Mr. Rabbit. Lots of punctuality for you and sanity for me and invisibility for all.
In the UK pavilion during the Flower and Garden Festival, they offer complimentary English tea garden tours. They take place twice daily, and you can sign up for them on a first come, first served basis right here in the Twinings Tea Caddy. I've taken this tour several times. It's one of my favorites. You get to learn so much about the different types of teas, herbal teas versus black teas, where the leaves come from, how they are harvested, and how they are ultimately made into Twinings teas. Make sure you stop into the Topiary Heritage Garden here in the UK pavilion when you're visiting the festival, because you can find the examples of the different styles of topiaries that are used here throughout the Flower and Garden Festival, which are freeform, standard, and shrub. I'm here in Creation Shop checking out this year's festival collection. I had to start off with my guy Orange Bird here. Look at this. This is such a great idea. This is an orange squeezer where you put an orange on top and you can squeeze your own orange juice, maybe lemonade if you want, but he is Orange Bird, so it would only be right that you used it for some orange juice. And this is adorable. This is an orange juice carton, but it's actually ceramic and you can put fresh cut flowers in there. Look at how cute that is with all the Orange Bird details. And there's a really cute Orange Bird lantern down here as well. Orange Bird is the mascot of the Flower and Garden Festival, so you will find him on an awful lot of the merchandise pieces here today, including the Spirit jersey. There's a cocoa collection this year. We've got a really cute plate that says Flower and Garden Festival, a very colorful blanket, a really neat colorful tumbler here, all with the festival logos on them. Pin collectors, here's this year's pin collection. We got the Orange Bird, we've got Minnie right there. Look how cute that one is. And we also have a little topiary pins here with the different characters on them from the different pavilions. I love the colors here of this part of the collection. Really, really nice mug there. Look how bright the salt and pepper garbage can Flower and Garden shakers are. I love those. And I also really, really like this little flower pot here that has the Flower and Garden Festival logo on it. The pass holder exclusive shirt here, and this one actually has some raised stitching on it. This is not just printed. That's really nice, and I love the bright yellow. I am pleased to report that the Disney Lug Bags are in full stock here in Creations Shop. Check it out. It is Orange Bird to the max. These all convert, these lug bags. They are really, really a great material if they happen to get wet or a little bit sweaty while you're visiting the parks. They are resistant to all of that, and they have a lot of pockets. So I absolutely love this new Disney Lug collaboration, and they are very popular. This festival's loungefly is, of course, orange bird themed. There he is popping out of a flower pot there. Really cute. That's actually the front pocket. And if you look really closely, you can see the trowels, little packets of seeds on there. Of course, Spaceship Earth. And if you look at the back, look, on the cloth part of the strap are little tiny oranges. This is a really, really cute bag. I love the colors. Here is the new Groot Topiary. Look at that greenhouse mix. It says up there, volume 1. That's got a moving part in there. That's an old style cassette tape, and he looks absolutely fantastic. I can't believe that that is a topiary. You can find the orange bird sippy cup with the orange lemon smoothie right here in the Citrus Blossom, which is in the Odyssey building, and he's a bit popular guy today. There's a little line for him. The Cubanito sandwich that is being served here in the Odyssey is quite impressive. A, with the amount of meat that is stacked up on it, and B, with the quality of all of the ingredients. Everyone who tasted it said that the bread is nice and crispy, as a Cuban bread should be. If you've ever had a traditional Cuban sandwich, that bread should be a little bit crisped up on the outside from when they press it. They accomplished that here today, and there is a ton of meat. The pickles and the mustard are adding a really nice flavor contrast to those meats, but it is really a loaded sandwich, and for the price point of it, it is definitely one that I recommend getting here today because it is a great bang for your buck item. We've got a plant-based item here. This is all actually vegan. This is an Impossible chicken fried steak on a vegetarian biscuit with Impossible gravy on it. That is crazy. The Honey Beastro knocked it out of the park this year. We got 2 of the items. One of them was the chicken and waffles that we've had in years previous, but they really upgraded the cut of chicken that was on this year. This was a thick piece of white meat chicken breast, and wow, it was very lightly breaded, really, really fresh, really, really flavorful, and really, really juicy of that chicken. But the waffle that it's on is not a traditional waffle. It is a cornbread waffle that actually has little pieces of sweet corn in it. So that sweetness from the sweet corn in that dense waffle that's a bit crispy on the outside with that white meat lightly breaded and fried chicken, combined with a hot honey drizzle that gives it a nice little bit of a kick to complement that sweet cornbread, really blew us away here with the flavors today. And we also got the roasted cauliflower dish. This has everything on it. It's got wild rice, it's got a sweet potato mash, it has actually roasted grapes, which are really, really interesting, asparagus, peas on it, and a sunflower brittle that takes the textural profile of this to the next level. You've got the softness from the sweet potato mash in there, you've got the chewiness from the rice, the cauliflower is nicely roasted, and then that sweet sunflower brittle almost gives it a sweet, salty little kick to it that takes this whole thing to the next level. So really, really nice layers and levels of flavor from both of these dishes here today at the Honey Beastro. Really good. My favorite returning topiary, Belle and the Beast here in France. The detail on his suit jacket and on her dress blow me away each and every year. These tiny little leaves, these tiny flowers, and all of these topiaries have those internal watering systems keeping them looking great throughout the whole festival. You look great, you two. Wow, the Japan dragon impresses every year, and it impresses me even more that those are all different types of individually planted succulents all the way down his back there to his tail. If you know anything, you know that succulents are hard to keep looking that pristine, and they look absolutely fabulous here with this backdrop. The character-specific hunt for the Flower and Garden Festival is Spike's Pollination Exploration. Spike the bee is the character here who is the host, and you look for his little statues all through the World Showcase. When you find his statue, you place the corresponding sticker on the spot where you found him, and once you fill it all up, you get to redeem it for a prize. While I continue to make my way around World Showcase, tune in for a word from my friends over at WDW Magazine.
Subscribe to WDW Magazine and escape to Walt Disney World every single month. This large format glossy magazine is filled with content, not ads. Subscribe now and don't miss another month of magic.
We got 2 more food items to try, one from Swirled Showcase and one from Refreshment Port. Let's start with Refreshment Port since that was the savory item. We got the plant-based Impossible Buffalo Poutine. This was chunks of Impossible chicken covered in a really nice and spicy, surprisingly, buffalo sauce. And it's not just like theme park spicy. This has a decent kick to it for a theme park meal for sure. And it's drizzled with a plant-based blue cheese, and it has some plant-based blue cheese crumbles on top of it. And there is a buffalo sauce sitting on the bottom. The tots are hot and crispy. It is a really, really big portion. You can definitely share this. When I received the dish, it like weighed my hand down. So you know that's a hefty portion that they gave you there. And the chicken is hot, and like I said, that sauce is nice and spicy. So if you're a buffalo fan or if you're a plant-based eater and want to try a poutine here, I would say that that is a really, really great option and very different for this festival. The second item we got is from Swirled Showcase, and that is the liquid nitro mascarpone cheesecake with honey. They made this in a really fascinating way. They scooped the cheesecake into the liquid nitrogen, then scooped it out and it was all smoky. Then they actually cracked it open with a hammer before they put a berry compote on it, which made for an ice cream texture like cheesecake. It's crazy. When you get the stuff out of the liquid nitrogen, it really does turn it into almost an ice cream consistency. The berry compote combined with the honey drizzle on top of the cheesecake cut the cheese flavor a lot and made it really nice and sweet. But after I did swallow, I did taste that classic, traditional, nice and rich cheese flavor that is synonymous with a really good cheesecake. So everything, honestly, we've had here so far today has been really, really top notch here at the Flower and Garden Festival. The Garden Rocks concert series is returning for yet another year here at America Gardens Theater. They have a lot of big name acts scheduled throughout the entirety of the Flower and Garden Festival. It goes through May, so make sure you check the festival guide and see who will be performing when you're visiting. Princess Tiana is back again for the 2024 Flower and Garden Festival. You can find this incredibly detailed topiary here in the America Pavilion. There are so many new and returning topiaries. It is one of my favorite ways to explore this festival, is go from pavilion to pavilion and check out all of the different topiaries that are on display. They are all, like I mentioned earlier, internally watered and made of live material. So in my opinion, there's nothing more impressive or more fun than grabbing a food or drink item and going around the World Showcase and visiting all of the different topiaries. Every plant feature here is not all about the topiaries, and this area is especially great if you've got a little boy or a little girl who really loves dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs, and this area to me is so appealing. It's all of the prehistoric plants that would have been around at the time of the dinosaurs. And I think that it is so cool that they add a little bit of an educational element into the Flower and Garden Festival in addition to all of those beautiful topiaries. Thank you so much for joining me here today at opening day of the 2024 Flower and Garden Festival. Please leave us a comment down below. Let us know what food items you are most excited to try when you visit, and let us know what topiary you are most excited to see. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Again, my name is Maria, and I'll see you in the next magical escape.